Hey yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to part 3. Well, that's more than 3 fingers. Welcome back to part 3 of the Statue of Wyzardry little mini-series. I can assure you that this will be the final part of this Statue of Wyzardry Trilogy. Statue of Wyzardry Trilogy, Statue of Wyzardry Trilogy. Oh my gosh. I can assure you that this is the final part of the Statue of Wyzardry Trilogy that's been going on over the last 2 episodes. There will be no surprise part 4 at the end of this part 3. Much like the ending of the last 2 episodes and the ending of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Because today we will finish the Hall of Wyzards and I will select the first 16 Wizards of the Week from the last 3 months worth of episodes. So now that that's over and I've struggled to say Statue of Wyzardry Trilogy enough times, I'll end the intro here and I'll get into the episode. See ya. But yeah, here we go. So one of the first things that I'm going to have to do here is clear out all this water. And it'd be nice to do this with sponges, but I don't currently have any sponges because I haven't raided the Ocean Temple yet, and I don't want to do that this episode. I want to save that for a future episode. So the method that I'm going to use to drain all this water is going to be sand. I could have used sand, I could have used gravel. I chose to use sand so that as I break this sand after I place it, I get sand back. If I were to do it with gravel, then I'd get some flint back, and I'm not trying to lose gravel. I have more of a use for gravel than I do for flint. So I don't want to decrease my gravel supply, but I'm basically just going to fill this all the way up with sand and then mine the sand, and after I mine all the sand, the water will be gone. And now I can actually go sleep this night away. Alright, back to work on the Hall of Wyzards. Perfect. Wow, those look very similar. Alright, finishing up that first little inventory of sand. Didn't make a whole ton of progress. I mean, we made lots of progress because that's like a full inventory. We're up a few layers from the base. We're a little higher along the walls there, and it'll get thinner as I get higher up, so we're probably about a third of the way there, but just about took 8 minutes almost out of the 8-minute water breathing and night vision potions. This is going to take more sand than I originally thought. I figured that'd be a possibility. And it's raining again, would you believe it? Alright, so that just about drained my entire sand and gravel supply. I mean, it's not gone forever. I'll get it back as soon as I remine it. And let's get to placing blocks again. Let's see how far this gets me. This is what it looks like right now. This is what it looks like after that inventory of gravel. So how much is left? Let's see. A full shulker box, but I am just about out of time on water breathing and night vision. I do have one more night vision potion, but I don't have another water breathing readily available, so I think, well, let's see, I kind of want to go make more, but I don't have any more pufferfish, so I need to find a pufferfish first. Pretty nice how one inventory of the blocks takes about the exact same time as the 8-minute potions. I think I'm going to sleep the night away and then go search for a pufferfish. I have no idea how rare a pufferfish is. I only went filling up those buckets with fish one time and I just found a pufferfish. Not sure if that was a super rare thing. I guess may as well drink this night vision to make it easier. And it looks like, oh no, I thought those were pufferfish. Oh, you're a tropical fish. Oh, that's a pufferfish. 2 pufferfish. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Will I be able to finish clearing out all this water with just one remaining shulker box of items? Let's find out. The nice thing about placing with blocks like this is that whenever you misplace, there's no penalty because the blocks just fall to the bottom. So I can place as haphazardly as I want to, and I won't have to worry about leaving gaps or leaving air pockets, which I guess are actually water pockets, as I spam click because there will be no pockets. These are the last 2 sand blocks from that shulker box. As you can see, we almost finished filling up this entire hollow area of the island completely with sand and gravel, but unfortunately we are a few stacks shy, so I'm gonna have to go spend some time digging around, getting a few more stacks of sand, then I can come back and finish this. But not too bad, only took like, what, 24 minutes roughly to fill in all this. Then I'll have to obviously mine the blocks to turn this whole cavity into a hollow area. But I know the beach where I mine my sand is over this way, so I'll fly over there, mine up a little bit more sand, and then head back. And wrapping up the final couple placements here. And all the water under the Statue of Wizardry is gone. And it's raining. So now I just have to go back in with my shovel and clear out a couple layers of this sand so that I can start building the Hall of Wizards. So I'm gonna have to be careful with my clearing out here because I don't want to break the dirt around the outside, just the sand and gravel. Alright, so that's how this whole process is going to work. And as I clear out all the sand and gravel, the water will be gone and I can freely build in the air here. Alright, so now that that battle with the water is over, it is time to start actually building the Hall of Wizards, Wall of Wizards. I still haven't committed to a name. It's been 10 days since I last recorded, and over those 10 days I still have not decided whether I want to call it the Hall of Wizards or the Wall of Wizards. So it might end up being permanently named the Hall/Wall of Wizards, but the water battle is over and it's time to start actually putting that thing of wizards together. One of the main decorative blocks that I am going to need for this Hall of Wizards is going to be smooth stone. So I got 12 stacks of that cooking up right now, and I'm also going to cook some more iron while I wait for that to finish smelting. And I'll just cook that up right in the ceiling here. And while I wait for everything to finish cooking up, I guess I may as well go fight this ghast, because there was recently an update to the game that made ghasts and ghast tears quite a bit more valuable. Okay, it's coming out. Come back over land and stop going crazy. Whoa. Go back over land. Go back over land. Yes! Okay, here we go. Don't go back over the lava. Don't go back over the lava. I missed. Come on. Money. Look at that. How many gas tiers do we get first of all? 2. Okay, not bad, not bad. But more importantly, look what we got. The brand new music disc. Tears. Wow, can't wait to fire that one up in like 16 episodes. But since that gas was chilling in the hot tub for so long, I'm guessing these are all completely done by now. Yep. Alright, I'd say that was pretty successful. Got 2 more gas tiers, got the new music disc. I'll add that to the music disc long-term goal collection, and got 12 stacks of this smooth stone, which will be very important for the build. No way. If you guys remember a couple episodes ago, I threw some gold pants and a sword on the ground of the nether, and piglins kept picking them up and looking at them for a while and then putting them on and getting mad at me, and then I killed them. But I kept dropping the golden stuff. Well, I guess a pigman ended up picking up, or a zombified piglin, whatever they're called nowadays, ended up picking those items up, and now he's wearing them, and he's now made his way into the overworld. So now you know the lore behind this guy. 44 gas tiers. Wow, I can make 5. Oh, those don't stack. Alright, I got 17 lecterns, 17 of the book and quills, 12 stacks of smooth stone, 55 bookshelves, and then I also wanted to make some lanterns and some more of the iron chains. This is the recipe, yeah. Alright, I think I put together most of the supplies that I need, at least until I run out of them. And I also dug out this a little bit more to make some more room for activities, because I learned that the 2 blocks I left myself originally was not going to be enough. My first objective is going to be to fill in the top layer with 1 extra row of this smooth stone block, like so. Oh, there's a creeper here. I don't like that one bit. There he is. So we're going to have stairs coming down on both sides here. You might bump your head on the top there, but not to the point that you won't be able to get through. So that's all. That's all we need. Now this is where the build's going to start to get pretty trial and error-like, because I know I'm going to want to have lots of these bookshelves. I know I'm going to want to have a lot of these smooth stone blocks, but I'm not going to be totally sure where I'm going to want each one. So like, I think I want bookshelves right there, but I don't think I can break this, right? Yeah, that's not good. That's gonna destroy all my torches. So yeah, the dirt is pretty much not movable. And I guess I could just replace that dirt block with a smooth stone block. But I don't want smooth stone blocks to be able to be seen from the outside. I want to keep the outside looking just dirt-like. But say I want, you know, that. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. So I think I'm just gonna spend some time here playing around, figuring out exactly how I want to set this place up, and then I'll check back in with you. Alrighty guys, well I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out how I wanted to design this place. I knew what I wanted in my head, but I ended up having far less space than I was imagining. Maybe after I added in this one extra block of the smooth stone over the dirt and the radius decreased by 1 block. Additionally, these staircases that are coming down from the surface here ruin the symmetricality of this place. Like, it's still symmetrical this side to this side, but now it's no longer symmetrical this side to this side, so I couldn't make like a complete perfect circle. I kind of went with like a half circle look there, but I think I made it work. I'm pretty happy with the way this first layer turned out. Eventually, I'll continue this down, and I'll need additional layers down here, and the Hall/Wall of Wizards will continue all the way down to the ocean floor, and once I fill that up all the way, I'll go even deeper. I'll start digging down, then I can make this place as wide as I want. But this is going to be the general theme, you know, smooth stone blocks, oak planks, bookshelves. I may even throw in some more bookshelves here and there, not totally sure what I'll want this place to look like. But if you notice, I have all these lecterns around the side, and that is where the Wizard of the Week will be documented. So this first layer of the Hall of Wizards will be good for 16 Wizards of the Week. And since the radius of this place increases as I'll dig deeper, I'll probably be able to fit even more wizards on each additional layer. But I'll probably spend time building the lower layers of this place off camera. I don't need to bore you guys with my creative process anymore. As you saw, I did most of this off camera because there was a lot of just staring at the wall. But going along with the theme of this library, I'll probably end up moving my enchantment setup down here someday. But I think it's time I start selecting some Wizards of the Week. So this is episode... hard to say for sure what it is. I think this is technically still episode 10, part 3, which might make it actually like episode 12 of this series. I also have that statistics video out there, so that's a 13th upload. And normally I'm just going to select one wizard each week, and that wizard will be based on the comment section of the prior episode. But since I'm starting this in episode 13-ish, I have lots of Wizards of the Week to backfill. So I'm going to select lots of weekly wizards this week to make up for the lack of weekly wizards over the last 3 months. So without further ado, let's select the first Wizard of the Week. And actually, it is raining. I feel like this is a big moment that we shouldn't do while it's raining, so let me go sleep this rain away. It's almost nighttime. Oh my gosh, he's in my attic now? When I was resupplying my inventory, I was picking up some more oak planks. This guy was in the warehouse. He was just chilling down here, but I guess I guess he made his way into my attic now. That is actually amazing. I almost want to trap him in a corner. Actually, well, let me sleep, or is he considered a monster? Okay. I can sleep with him up here, so he can be as close to my bed as he wants to be. And there we go, now he's trapped next to my bed. He'll keep me company every night. And he'll be the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning. Now it's time to start populating these Wizards of the Week. So these are going to be in no particular order chronologically from when the comments occurred, or necessarily in terms of how awesome they are, except for the first one. Gotta make the first Wizard of the Week the best Wizard of the Week. So, the first ever Wizard of the Week is Isaac Love CC9XF for his comment on episode 9, which was Heinz Wizard makes his return. I mean, this comment is amazing for so many reasons. One, Heinz Ward, my favorite Steeler. I have his signed helmet. It's been in my background almost every episode, and this comment was referencing its return after I took it out of my background when I was still upset about the George Pickens trade. But once I got over the George Pickens trade, I brought the helmet back. This comment is about Heinz Ward, and the fact that it's converting Heinz Ward to Heinz Wizard by inputting the YZ in between the W and the ARD is just incredible. I like this comment so much that I went out and I bought a Heinz Ward signed jersey now. Brand new, just got this after I saw that comment, which came in recently. So Heinz Wizard makes his return. A new Heinz Ward signed jersey enters the chat, and Isaac Love becomes the first ever Wizard of the Week. And now for the second Wizard of the Week, it is going to go to Dustin Bauer 00 for his comment on episode 2, which said, if you don't have notifications on for this channel, what are you doing? I mean, I've never heard a truer statement or a more valid question in my life, so obviously this deserves to be the second ever Wizard of the Week. And I guess that goes out to all of you that don't have notifications on for this channel. What are you doing? And now for the third Wizard of the Week, we have at RC2804 in episode 1, who commented #Ferni. For as long as I can remember in my days of playing Minecraft, I've just always called the plural version of a Minecraft furnace Ferni. It just, for whatever reason, sounds better to me, so I've always said that. And, you know, now that I am officially a Minecraft YouTuber, I have a platform to try and get that gaining some ground. So I appreciate RC2804 for dropping that hashtag in the comment section to help spread the word that the plural version of a Minecraft furnace is in fact called Burni. And now for the fourth Wizard of the Week, we have Scoobert125, who commented on episode 1. Well, before I say the comment, I should give some context. In episode 1, I was introducing my background, and I showed the potion lamp and this kind of background lighting I have, and I was asking, what color is the best? What should I make that background? And Scoobert125 said, "Hey Jonah, big fan here. May I recommend maybe trying red next time for the Minecraft potion lamp? I think it'd be a really good method of making things more red." And I mean, this guy's a genius. I mean, I never would have even thought of doing something like that. I mean, that's red now, that's red. All of a sudden, everything's more red as soon as the potion lamp became red. So, like, I always appreciate people like Scoobert dropping wisdom like this in the comment section. For the fifth Wizard of the Week, we have Dakota Songers from episode 2. Now, episode 2, I titled Dome, the Department of Minecraft Efficiency, because in episode 2 I was gearing up efficiently and doing everything in Minecraft as efficiently as possible. So Dakota said, "I work at X and saw Elon watching this in his office yesterday, furiously writing notes." Now this was back in March when Elon did have some motivation to do things more efficiently, government-wise. But as of now, in late June 2025, I don't think Elon does that anymore. But I guess when he was watching this back in March, he didn't take notes furiously enough. Now for the sixth Wizard of the Week here, switching gears up a little bit, getting a little more heartfelt here, because in episode 4, ZK's3 commented, "Almost forgot how pretty Minecraft can be." Oh my gosh, how moving that is. Just flabbergasted that I can have that kind of effect on people, that I can remind people how pretty and special this game of Minecraft really is. So ZK's3, I'm glad you found that inner beauty of Minecraft once again. Thank you. Thank you for watching and commenting and sharing your feelings with the world. We have Robert Moonwalker from episode 8 commenting, "Dude, the editing is so good." Episode 8 was that episode where I rated the Bastion, and I did go particularly hard with my editing on episode 8. Harder than I normally go, but outside of that, I do try pretty hard in my editing, so thank you, Robert Moonwalker, for recognizing that effort, and I hope that you and everyone else enjoy these episodes more thanks to that editing. The eighth Wizard of the Week is going to be Brett Scheib2281 for his comment on episode 8, where he dropped a timestamp and said, "Obligatory smeltery chimney comment." So this guy, this Brett Scheib2281 guy, he's been pretty keen with his observations, and every single episode since I made the Nether Smeltery, I've included the Nether Smeltery in all future episodes, more specifically the Nether Smeltery's chimneys in all future episodes. So hopefully I can keep remembering to include these smeltery chimneys in every episode, but the first time I forget, I'm sure Brett's going to be the first guy to let me know. Alright, so that's 8 Wizards of the Week so far, and there are 16 spaces in this top floor, so I think I'm just going to fill up all 16 of these spaces in this first ever Hall of Wizards episode. So, Wizard number 9. The 9th Wizard of the Week is going to be Robert Moonwalker again for his comment on episode 3, which said, "I am so happy that you included the percent chance of getting what you obtained from a vein of 5. This specific comment is referring to the vein of 5 diamonds that I mined in episode 3, where I got 18 diamonds, which had like a, I don't know, 0.6 or so percent chance of happening. I'm sure I'll put it on the screen here while I'm editing. The prior episode, I got 5 diamonds from 5 veins, and that had just about a 1% chance of happening. So I started doing some Minecraft statistics, which led to the 4th video I ever uploaded, where I did a statistical breakdown of my diamond drop rate. I'm a big math guy, so I love when I get to combine math and Minecraft and drop a statistical breakdown of a Minecraft episode. But since then, I've been keeping track of everything that's been kind of crazy that's happened to me in this series, so be on the lookout for a future statistical episode. The 10th Wizard of the Week is going to be from that Minecraft statistics breakdown, and it's going to be ZK's3 again. So ZK's3 dropped an incredible comment on that statistical breakdown video, where he tied the conclusion of my statistical breakdown to a new decoration that made its way into my background during that episode, which relates to one of my favorite comedy skits of all time. And he said, "Scammed as bad as Tim Robinson when the game gave him 6 eggs, but he did like 25. Yeah, so in that statistical breakdown, I rejected the null hypothesis, I claimed that I got scammed in episode 2, and my new decoration was this egg, but it's from one of the funniest skits in the show, I Think You Should Leave, by Tim Robinson. So, well done ZCase3 for tying all of that together in your comment. Now, the 11th Wizard of the Week is also going to come from that stats video, and it's Aiden Sawyer 4246 for his incredible comment on that stats video. So in that video, one of the remarks that I make is how I was surprised by how symmetrical the aggregate distribution was. I was expecting it to be more skewed right, and Aiden gave me a very thorough explanation for why that distribution was actually symmetrical, not just symmetrical, but actually normally distributed. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but he did write quite the novel, quite the essay on, how these sorts of distributions work. I did kind of a brute force analysis using spreadsheet functionality, but he gave me a shortcut that uses convolutions. But he finishes his comment with, "My apologies for writing you an essay, but I'm sure you understand how Minecraft statistics could get a man a bit carried away." Oh yeah. I understand, and I'm sure about, at least one other person in the world understands. So, thank you for your comment, Aiden. You taught me something, and hopefully you taught someone else who took the time to read your comment and watch those videos something as well. So for the 12th Wizard of the Week, I'll stick with that math theme, and it's Isaac Love again, Isaac Love CC9XF, who on episode 8 commented, "Worth it." So, first of all, right there, he made it to the end of the episode, because that's what you were supposed to comment if you made it that far into the video. But he said, "Worth it," and he said, "Most likely the first Minecraft streamer to use local maximum in a sentence. So knowledgeable." I did use local maximum as I was describing the shape of my town hall roof. I was comparing it to a polynomial function, where that polynomial's derivative was positive, and then 0, and then negative, while the whole time the second derivative was negative, and therefore you have a local maximum. So, thank you, Isaac. The 13th Wizard of the Week is Scoobert Dubert 125 once again. Sticking with the Town Hall theme from the 12th Wizard of the Week, Scoobert Dubert commented, "The Town Hall has got to resemble a COC, Clash of Clans, Town Hall to some degree." And Scoobert Dubert 125, I couldn't agree more. I'm only about 2 or 3% complete with the Town Hall at the moment. But by the time it is 100% complete, I guarantee you that to some degree it will resemble a Clash of Clans Town Hall. Next, for the 14th Wizard of the Week, we have Brett Shab 2281 again, who on episode 9 left me a timestamp as I was building my dock with one of every boat, and he said, "The bamboo raft discrimination." This is true. I completely forgot about bamboo rafts. So this is fair. My dock isn't exclusively for boats, it's for all of the water vessels. So I will add a spot for the bamboo raft, and I will make sure that it is included equitably in my diverse dock. For the 15th Wizard of the Week, we have RC2804 again, who in episode 9 commented, "I have a solution to your nether brick problem." So before I read her solution to my nether brick problem, let me re-explain my nether brick problem. It's that, the name that distinguishes this item from this item is just the letter S. Right, this is a nether brick, these are nether bricks. But then I was like, okay, if that's a nether brick and that's nether bricks, then what are these? It's plural nether brick, but if I say nether bricks, then it's this. But then what's this? It's plural nether bricks. All kinds of complications with that. I thought there were complications until RC2804 dropped a comment below that said, "I have a solution to your nether brick problem. Nether brick eye." And last but not least, the 16th and final Wizard of the Week for this first ever Wizard of the Week episode. We have Aiden Sawyer 4246 once again with his comment on episode 10. Whew, this was a good one. This was a good one. As you know, as a true Wizcraft fan, I typically drop episodes on Fridays, Friday afternoons, Friday evenings, sometimes on Saturday, sometimes later, but most of the time my uploads are on Friday. So, what did Aiden do? He wrote me a little Friday night Minecraft song. So he started it with just, "Oh boy, 3 a.m. Now he just said, "Oh boy, a Wizcraft episode drop just in time for Friday night. I can't wait to watch. This makes me so happy I might break out in song." And that song was in the voice of Carrie Underwood. I don't know how much I should sing of this. "I've been waiting all day for a Friday night." How was my Carrie Underwood voice? Was it good? Thank you. I won't sing anymore in case Carrie or the NFL tries to come after me, but Aiden Sawyer, thank you very much for the comment and song on episode 10, my 10th episode, and thanks to all the other Wizards of the Week who have left great comments over the last 3 months of videos, and everyone else who's left comments. Even if you didn't get selected to be one of these first 16 Wizards of the Week, that doesn't mean you won't ever be a Wizard of the Week, so make sure you keep leaving those incredible comments down below. Boom, there we go. So that completes this first floor of the Hall of Wizards. I've been liking Hall of Wizards more as I've been getting deeper into this episode. I know I started off pretty unsure about Hall and Wall. I know Wall of Wizards has the alliteration, but this just isn't going to be a wall. It's going to be more of a hall. So unless someone else drops a much better name than Hall of Wizards in the comments, which, you know, would be a Wizard of the Week worthy comment, this place will be called the Hall of Wizards. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out so far. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know, whether you want to call this episode just this part 3 or this episode as ever since I started preparing for this Statue of Wizardry in the first place, which was, you know, part 1 of this now 3-part episode. I hope you enjoyed all of it, all 3 parts, this whole episode, this whole series so far. If you have any ideas about anything I should do, holy mob spawning over here. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. And there's my last rocket. So let me land somewhere where I won't get blown up. Oh my gosh, there's a zombie on top of the Statue of Wizardry. Can I land up here? Yes, I can. Oh, he fell. One last time. If you like this episode, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed already, smash that subscribe button. If you want to be Wizard of the Week, leave a great comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.